Hi, I'm Susie Miller, the Better Relationship Coach, and on today's episode of Better Relationship TV, we're going to be talking about something you can do that's really simple and really easy to help any relationship you're in. And what is that something? It's called clarifying and validating. It's a little bit like reflexive listening, but it has a little twist at the end that makes it unique. So here's how it works. When somebody shares with you a thought, a feeling, an idea, a story, something that they want feedback or a response on, you can say, "What I hear you saying is," and then you repeat to them what they've said. The other night I had a conversation with my husband and he was sharing some things that I had done that he wasn't so happy with, and I said to him, "Okay, what I hear you saying is that when I work into the evening and don't shut down in time to kind of have some us time, you feel left out or disappointed." And he said, "Yes. But what I'm not saying is that you shouldn't want to work or that you couldn't, tell me ahead of time that you want to work." And that was really helpful to me because I, of course, was going to get all huffy and say, "Wait a minute. I'm not allowed to work in the evenings. You're going to get mad, and that's not his style anyway. And the fact that he said, "What I'm not saying is you don't have to give up all your nights of work," is just an example of how long we've done this, because he probably knew what was coming next was, "So are you saying that you don't want me to work any evenings?" Anyway, that's just a humorous way of illustrating this idea of clarifying and reflexive listening. What you do is you say, "What I hear you saying is," and you repeat what you've heard them say. "Is that correct?" And then they can tweak, adjust. "No, you kind of got this wrong. I really meant it this way." That enables you to hear them again. You repeat again. "So what I hear you saying is, this is what I understand." Then you keep doing that until they say, "Yep, that's it. You got my message loud and clear." Then and only then should you respond to the message. Think about it. So often when somebody shares something, we want to explain, justify, poke holes in what they're saying, and we really don't even know if we've heard exactly what they mean. And at that point in time, you can respond. Let me go back to my example of John and I. So the hub said all of this, and I responded with, "So what I want to know is, are you upset when I work all the time? Is it okay if I tell you ahead of time? Sometimes I get caught up in writing and I don't want to stop. How would you like me to handle that?" Rather than getting right back into my response, I was able to really hear him. And think about it. When somebody hears what you're saying, when you felt heard and somebody goes, "Okay, here's what I understand you to say, and here's the twist," and they validate it, I can understand how you would feel that way. Back to the example with John and I can understand how you would feel neglected or like you weren't a priority when I blow off our evening plans because I get caught up in writing. In that moment when I said, I understand how you could feel that way, and you validate their feelings, the whole room and the whole conversation becomes less tense. There's kind of a, and you have that moment where you realize, I don't have to work myself up for a fight. Clarifying and validating is huge. Validating doesn't mean you say, "Hey, I did that on purpose," or "I knew that you'd be mad." You're just saying, "I can understand how you would feel that way," or "Tell me what that was like for you." Those are some ways that you can get a deeper understanding of what your friend, your spouse, your mom, your dad, your siblings, your coworkers are thinking and feeling. And I guarantee you, if you do that, it will help all your relationships get better and very quickly. So that's my tip for this week. Clarify and validate. I'll see you next week on Better Relationship TV.